For our prayer exercise this week, we are going to be doing something known as the Ignatian Contemplation, or simply put, the imaginative prayer. And what that is a chance for us to just engage with a story of the Bible by placing ourselves in there, by using our imagination to place us into the scene so that we can interact with those who are involved, that we can just experience what the people are experiencing and just envelop ourselves in the story. And to prepare for this, I would invite you to find a place that's calm and quiet, that you can kind of shut out the noise of the world so that you can focus more truly on this. And once you've found that place, just take some time and just kind of get yourself prepared for this journey. For our time together, we're going to use the story of Jesus calming the storm. This story is found in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and we will read from Mark's perspective, from Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of read the story to you and then encourage you to think about who are the main players in the story, who is there. We know Jesus is there and the disciples are there. What is the mood like on the boat? Maybe as you imagine they're in the sea, what is the mood like? What's going on? Feel yourself in the boat. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does the wind and the waves feel like? Can you taste the salty air? And then think about what time of day it is. Imagine what the sky was looking like, what the water was looking like, the waves in the sea, what they were looking like. Imagine yourself, what's happening there, what are the people doing, what's going on around you. And then encourage you to interact with these people, talk to the disciples, talk to Jesus, see what's going on. Why don't, before we really get into this time of prayer, let's just read the story together. I'm going to be reading Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. Jesus said to his followers, "Come with me across the lake." So they left the crowds behind and went with Jesus in the boat he was already in. There were also other boats with them. A very bad wind came up on the lake. The waves were coming over the sides of the boat, and it was almost full of water. Jesus was inside the boat, sleeping with his head on a pillow. The followers went and woke him. They said, "Teacher, don't you care about us? We're going to drown." Jesus stood up and gave a command to the wind and water. He said, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind stopped, and the lake became calm. He said to his followers, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were very afraid and asked each other, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the water obey him." Using your imagination, become one of the characters in the story. If you get distracted by things, that's okay. Just try to bring yourself back gently into the story. I want to encourage you to observe what's going on. Look at the details. What do you see, hear, smell, feel, touch, and taste? Talk with the characters. Ask them what's going on. Share with them what you are seeing and what you are feeling. Engage with them. Engage in the activities that are going on. See yourself not just as an observer, but as a participant in the story. Become a part of that story. Also notice what's going on inside of you. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? Or is there fear, joy, sorrow, peace, confusion, love, anger? What is going on inside of you? As the scene begins to wind down, take some time and just talk with Jesus. Engage with him. Ask him questions. Share with him what you've experienced. And then when you're finished, just take some time to process. Maybe that's by writing in a journal your experiences, or drawing something, or creating some sort of art project that expresses what God has been teaching you. And so I'm going to read the story just one more time. And I just want you to close your eyes and imagine this story. Let this story take you, feel yourself in there, and just spend some time on that boat with the disciples and with Jesus. Jesus said to his followers, "Come with me across the lake." So they left a crowd behind and went with Jesus in the boat he was already in. There were also other boats with them. A very bad wind came up on the lake. The waves were coming over the side of the boat, and it was almost full of water. Jesus was inside the boat, sleeping, with his head on a pillow. The followers went and woke him. They said, "Teacher, don't you care about us? We're going to drown." Jesus stood up and gave a command to the wind and the water. He said, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind stopped and the lake was calm. He said to his followers, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were very afraid and asked each other, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and water obey him." So why don't we just take a few breaths and allow ourselves to relax, to calm our hearts and quiet our souls so that we can enter into the story